Welcome back, everybody, to episode 20 of the First Watch Campaign 2. We're so excited to have you here as our story has taken a dark twist, which will be resolved tonight. My name is Andrew Coons. I'm the DM for this campaign, and we're going to popcorn around and introduce ourselves for those of you who may be joining us for the first time. And oh boy, what a doozy of an episode to join us on if that's the case. I'm going to throw it over to our dwarf under attack, Blake.
Hey y'all, this may be the last time you're seeing my character. He is Groker's Darkbringer, a cleric, so it's okay. He's all about balance. So if it's time to go, he'll accept it because that's the path he's chosen. So but yeah, excited to be here as always. I'm gonna pass it to Darby.
Hi, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I was definitely prepared for that to be thrown to me, but
I saw you looking down, so it's like, let me targeted.
Today I am playing Peony, your lovable artificer, only an artificer, definitely not a ranger at all. Person. Yeah, I'll pass it to Dana.
Hi, I'm Dana. I'm playing Artemis Valor, Asmar Wizard, and you can find me on Twitter at a bit meddlesome. And I'm gonna pass it to Cheryl.
Hi, I'm Cheryl, and today and usually I'm playing Fry, the tiefling rogue, who's, well, if she were awake, she'd be very concerned. And I'll pass it to Casey.
Yo, what's up, guys? I am Casey. I'm playing Oranus, the half-elf bard lock, and I'm going to give it to wonderfully returning Joe.
Hey everybody, I'm Joe. I'm playing Malachite, and I'm just as clueless coming into this as he is asleep right now. So, but yeah, play Earth Genasi Artificer, and that's me. That's everybody, right?
That is everybody, yes. So, without any further ado, we're going to get right into tonight's episode of The First Watch. Having taken some time to level up your skills and level up your characters, you all have found yourself now at the end of a week's time here in Floros, waiting for the arrival of your ally Gull, the half-orc bartender with a little bit of a past, who is bringing the large construct that the crew from Grispin Hills had found and defeated there, but that you're hopeful to revive and use as an ally here in your fight against the Three Blades. With the weather kind of turning sour, Gull lets you know that he's going to be a little bit delayed, and also determined that he would meet you now on the north side of the city rather than the south, so that you're closer to the mine. So you had a little more time to wait, another day and a half or so. So you all kind of finished up chores around town, and then decided to take in a show at the Halfling's Luck and see the daring acts of knife throwing and juggling and fire breathing that the three halflings who put on that show every day at the tavern do, and had a great time and indulged in some food. Uranus got up and gave a performance of his own with his new sponsorship banner from Winmar's Wizarding Wonders, much to the chagrin of the actual proprietors of the establishment. But then, while you were all having your evening meal, a chair scraped over to your table, and sitting down next to you was the man himself, Broback Great Brew, the dwarven leader of the Three Blades. Hereunto, you had not ever seen him yourself or spoken with him. He calmly addressed you all and got to know you a little bit, asking you some unique things about you and things you wanted to share, and shared a little bit about his backstory as well. But also he told you in kind of cryptic terms about the fact that he wanted you to essentially fall in line, that this was his town, and if you were going to be here, you were to not make any more waves, and a good discussion about the morality of right and wrong, and doing evil for good, and all of those sorts of things arose. And finally, he took his leave. Later that night, you all slept in the Dwarven Forge room in the mines. And Peony, with your head against your magical log of alarum, all of a sudden you heard a bird call in your ear, a telltale sign that danger was closing in. You shot up and looked left and right and didn't see anything, but were able to kind of croak out Grokus's name just in time in order to wake him up, as Grokus, you woke to suddenly being pummeled in your gut and chest by some bludgeoning force invisible to your eye. You took 20 points of damage. And Peony, I believe you were about to get off Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Peony is like, because it takes half my movement to stand up. Right?
In this moment, I'm treating it more like a reaction than anything. You don't have a full turn before we roll initiative, so you can just cast it from the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, she is throwing up a fairy fire over the area that Grokus is in.
Okay. Are you centering it kind of on Grokus? Okay.
Am I bleeding? Was it piercing? Was it like bludgeoning? Am I bleeding?
Damage. You are not bleeding.
Okay.
Yep. So
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube, yes. So 20-foot cube centered on Grokus. Pretty much everybody except Pry. Actually, no. Yeah, everybody except, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, okay, so probably Grokus and Artemis, and maybe you, Peony.
Is this a wall right here, or is this?
No, that's just kind of an area that goes over to another standing area. It's a 20-foot cube total, so it's not 20 feet on each side of the cube, if that makes sense. It's 20 foot.
Yes, so it's 10 feet out from.
Yep. So it would be, depending on where you place it, I would say Artemis, Grokus, and potentially yourself all would need to make dexterity saving throws. Artemis, you would auto fail because you're asleep. Grokus, you can make that saving throw at disadvantage because you're prone, and whatever this entity is going to make
dexterity.
Yeah, I think it. Can you see this ruler drawing that I've made? I think that's about where she centered.
So then Uranus, Artemis, and Peony would all automatically. Well, Peony, you can make a saving throw as well. Uranus and Artemis would automatically be lit up by the fairy fire. Grokus,
I think I passed 19 was my lowest, so I think I passed.
Yeah, you definitely passed.
So you kind of shrug off and the falling glitter of sorts that comes down on you.
Yeah,
I didn't enter his name. This is pounded.
This is an artificer spell, so it is a low DC. Fucking tits. My bad. I forgot my mic is on. That's a 17.
I assume that passes your DC, so
you're
good. However, you see in this moment, as the kind of raining glitter fairy fire comes down, you see it all of a sudden start to take shape over a humanoid form, but a form that feels fluid and changes. You're not seeing this form per se, you're just seeing an outline caused by the fairy fire as the attacker themselves did fail the save.
Clutch.
Nice.
And you see a kind of transmutive, wisping, humanoid-ish form appear in the room with you. And I would like everybody to please go ahead and roll initiative.
We get advantage on it too, right? Since you have verifier advantage.
You have advantage on attacks. Yes.
Against it.
Those of you who are asleep, still go ahead and roll your initiative. I'm going to say the casting of the spell was enough, and Grokus calling out was enough to wake you up.
That's a 4 for my initiative. Jesus.
4. Pry?
23.
23. Peony?
15.
15. Malachite?
16.
16. And Uranus?
19.
19. And Artemis, you had a 10, I believe.
Yep.
All right. So, kicking things off at the top of the round, Pry, you are up with Uranus on deck.
Is this thing actually taking up both of those squares? Or
It is not. It's taking up one square right
Okay.
next to Grokus,
Okay.
but the mini looks better when it
Sure,
takes
yeah,
more
that's
space.
fine. So I'm assuming is grabbing my weapon like just part of getting up and moving, or
Yeah, I
like...
would say that's part of getting up. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then I have yeah, I'll bonus action dash in order to make it all the way over here to this friend. And then use my brand new fancy crystal longsword to try to smack him.
Okay.
You
Grokus
got
is
advantage on
prone,
that.
so Grokus does not count as an ally for flanking or anything.
It doesn't
Right,
matter.
I mean,
It's advantage
we're not-
with the lights.
Right,
With the
right,
spell,
yeah.
Fairy Fire.
Right.
Right.
So you have
but
advantage
we're
on the
not...
strike because of Fairy Fire.
Okay, yeah, the two of us aren't flanking anyway because he can't draw a straight line
Right.
through the creature. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Wow. 18.
And 18 does hit.
Yeah. And because I had advantage, also sneak attack.
Correct. Yes.
Cool. Yes. Awesome. That's 4 of these now. Woohoo! And I was wielding it two-handed because I don't have a shield or anything. So that's a D10. Oh. Aha! A 10 on the D10
Hell yeah.
plus 4, 8, 11, 13 sneak attack damage. Okay, so that's 23, 26, and then what are these stupid charges? Oh, JK. Wait. And it also... Oh, and a D8 of radiant damage. Okay, that's how this thing works. Okay, and a 4. So what did I say? 10. This was 20. Wait.
I believe it's 30 points of damage total.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep. Okay, 30. That's me.
All right, 30 points of damage. You cut into this form, and it's an odd feeling because you feel your blade meet resistance, but it's nowhere near like flesh. It almost passes through and kind of gets pulled in a couple directions as you stick it in and out. There's a slight burst of light as the radiant damage kicks in from your crystal longsword. All right. That'll bring us to Uranus with Malachite on deck.
Uranus is gonna wake up, obviously. Pull out the scimitar, and then he sees that Grokus is down with this thing in front of it. So he's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the whatever it is.
Okay. What is the save there?
DC 15 Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's 3d6.
That is going to be a fail. That is a 6 total.
Sweet. So it has to use must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me. I don't know if that would be diagonal.
It would be, and that would actually put it off of the map
Opportunity
here.
attacks.
Attack of
Oh,
opportunity,
It would.
sentinel.
Yep. So Grokus could get
But
an
only on
attack.
its turn, though. So we have to wait until when its turn comes around, right?
I
So
think
one
no,
move,
it
yes.
immediately uses
I
its
thought that said
reaction.
reaction. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it actually runs. I'll put it down in the corner here, but it essentially runs off the map, down deeper into the forges. Grokus, you can take a straight attack against it. And Pry, you would get an attack of opportunity with advantage.
So that just be like just a melee weapon then, right? Like you can't do a spell, nothing, just like a standard.
Correct.
So it's just my fist then?
Yeah, if you're not
Gross.
wielding a weapon currently,
Oh,
then
there we
yes.
go.
23 to hit, which means it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, you have Sentinel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
So
And then I
hold it
guess
there.
I do the D10 plus D8 radiant again.
Correct, yep.
And it takes 12 points of damage from Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
15 with my fist. I don't know if that,
That
hits, but
hits.
15.
Yep.
So that's 3 points of damage. I punch it. I'm just like, whoop. Jab, just quick jab.
2 sword damage, 4 radiant damage.
Okay, so 6 total. All right. Chunking into
Quick
it.
fist damage.
Wait, nope. Sorry, math is hard. 5 sword damage, 4 radiant damage.
Okay, so an extra 3 there from what you had said. There we go. Okay. All right.
It's still terrified of Uranus, right? So it's still now it's still scared. Okay.
It is. Yep. Aranis, anything else on your turn?
Bonus action, since we know it's a bonus action now, I cast it and then I throw down the Windmars thing.
Okay. Boom! The banner pops up behind you, and it reads, "This assassination attempt brought to you by Windmar's Wizarding Wonders."
Actually, though, that is incredibly useful information.
Yeah, wait a minute. What?
That's what I asked about the big war, but now we know.
This
For
is
all
actually
of
a
us?
very tactical item now.
Oh my god. Who's the assassination attempt for? I mean,
You!
for all of us.
All right. That
Rogus
brings
is
up
confused.
Malachite with Peony on deck.
Okay. I think so. Do I know where this thing is?
Yeah, you can see its outline there in the space.
So clutch on Peony. So clutch.
Well, okay. So I'm just gonna try it, and if you let me do it,
Okay.
I'll
I like sentences that
we'll
begin
go
that
with
way.
it. Okay, so I'm gonna cast. Well, first I'm gonna cast a spell. Vortex Warp.
Okay.
Okay, so it must succeed on a con save of 15.
Oh my, I've rolled horrible. That's a 4, so it fails.
Sweet. So I can teleport this to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Okay.
Within range, which the range is 90 feet.
Okay.
So what I want to do, I want to put this guy inside the forge.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Shit.
Boom.
Shit.
Fucking Malachite.
Hey, real quick
Yeah.
question. Is it
Damn.
on right now?
Brutal.
No, it's not. I mean, it wouldn't be on, right? It's
But
just,
there's a piece
I
of-
just want to trap him in there.
There's a piece of coal heart in there, right?
There is, but it has, you had turned the forge
It's-
off.
It's been extinguished, yeah.
We can turn it. Oh, so I need inspired to turn it back on. Okay.
I mean,
And we have our fucking.
All it takes is a
kingdom coming
fireball.
up.
All it takes is a fireball to get it. Or
Bolt,
firebolt
bolt,
to get it
bolt. No,
started.
not ball. Please,
no,
Not
God,
ball,
no.
yeah.
bolts.
Firebolt. Yes.
Ball, we all get burned up.
Okay, it's teleported into the forge.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna run over if I can. Where is the forge on this map?
It's the far left
Ye-
side. It's that kind of large gold structure.
Okay,
Fireball would
so
work.
that's how far away is that from me? Like
You still have your half your move if you got up.
room 60 feet away. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think I can run over there.
No, you've got like 15 feet of movement because you stood up, I assume.
Okay. So I think yeah, I think that may be all I can do for now. That's an action. So I think as it's an action to make an Eldritch Cannon too, so that's fine. Yeah, that's my turn. I think I'll move over towards the forge 5, 10, 15 feet. So that I can try to just make sure it's closed next time
Okay.
around.
Sounds good. That's going to bring up Peony.
Well, and I'm also going to yell he's in the forge because they wouldn't have seen him like
Gotcha.
up here inside there. Yeah.
Gotcha. He is still outlined. The fairy
Yeah.
fire sticks with
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
So
Peony, you're
clutch.
up.
I'm gonna throw. I guess I'll stand up. I'm not gonna move. I think I'll step a little closer to Grogus. That is not what I wanted. Just stop drawing.
You're gonna draw me a picture? Thank you.
Oh yeah, Grandpa.
This is not
Step
the
closer.
time.
Step closer to Grokus and then throw a firebolt at the coal heart.
Okay.
In the forge.
Yo,
Go for it.
Let's go.
Oh, an
Just-
advantage.
Not an advantage
Oh,
because
'cause
she's
of the
shooting the
forge.
coal heart, not the creature.
Okay. Yeah, does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit the coal heart. Peony, can you roll 4d6 for me?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Where'd my dice go? Oh,
The
Joe, that was such an
laugh.
evil cackle.
Yeah.
No, my
what's
plan-
what's
my plan
Malakai's
was-
alignment?
Fire.
What is, real quick.
We didn't want to question this guy.
Apparently not.
No.
I mean,
Done
Peony's
now.
pretty upset that it hit Grandpa.
Yeah.
10, 16 points. 16 in
points.
total.
All right. That you watch as the firebolt hits the piece of coal heart, and the fire then spews up and explodes out of the coal heart, starting to turn on a couple of the machines in the room as well, and that noise adds to everything. But you watch as you see the figure kind of shift and writhe and whatnot as the fire hits it, and you don't hear a scream, but you just see it thrashing about inside. But that will bring up its turn.
So bonus action to cast. Oh, I'd have to drop it. No, I can't do that.
Oh no.
Oh, but I still do have a bonus action. Shit.
Drop
Bonus action, I can command pedal though. Right?
Okay. You could tell her to do something, I believe, yeah.
Can we look around? Like, is there any more like spooky ghosts?
You want to use your
around?
bonus action to kind of do like a perception check?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah. Any more spooky? I'm an adult version. That's not the words I was looking for. 20, not 25. What's 15 plus 9? 24?
24.
Jeez.
In the chaos of everybody shouting and reaching for their weapons and standing up and the machine starting to go and the gout of fire, you center yourself for a quick moment and turn your keen ears to the room about you, and to the best of your knowledge, you don't sense footsteps or rushing wind of a creature or anything like that in this moment.
Cool. Baby's not gonna say anything, but she's just gonna like still like draw a bow and keep it aimed on the thing in the fire.
Okay. You watch as the figure, the doors were closed, and when you sent it in here, so it should be trapped inside the furnace. However, in that peek hole that the furnace gives you that you could look through and see, you watch that kind of fairy fire glitter effect all of a sudden squeeze its way through, almost as if the figure becomes air and just floats through and then reforms on the other side as it
Oh, dare it.
as it takes a I gotta switch over to my other tool. It starts taking a long 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45. It starts taking a long, quick moving direction away and around you all, and you see it moving at a fast speed, covering now even more ground.
What?
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 Oh,
As it heads that direction, and it starts to bolt out
What?
of the room.
what? Oh,
That'll bring us to Artemis with Grokus on deck. Artemis, you're still prone technically, so you'll need to stand up if you want to move.
but yeah. She's gonna stand up for half her movement, and I don't know. I think she's gonna grab her broom and try and follow after this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say you have half your broom because it takes half your movement to stand up, and doesn't it take some movement to mount the broom?
I'm not.
It can't be that much to hop
I don't-
on. I mean, it's like
No, it doesn't say. It
Let's
says
take
it has a flying speed of up to 50 feet. It can carry up to 400 pounds.
I
Yeah.
would say you have half the broom's flying speed. So that's
Okay.
equivalent to the other half of your movement is now amplified by the broom's flying speed.
So that would be what,
25 feet.
25 feet of movement. So I can see where this thing is going, right?
Yep, you see the outline. What color is your fairy fire, Peony?
Pink.
Pink. Okay, you see a pink outline going through the darkness.
Okay, yeah, so she's gonna follow after it. So can somebody
Oh.
because my mouse is being weird.
No, that's fine. I'll move you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, and I think that's all I can do for now.
Okay. That'll bring us to Grokus with Pry on deck.
So Groke's gonna stand up kind of groggy.
Sorry, one quick important note. The creature is about 10, 15 feet off the ground as well.
Okay.
Okay.
It kind of went at an angle as it went.
Okay, so yeah, so Groke's gonna stand up kind of groggy, just like, oh gosh. A whole bunch of stuff's happening really quickly, kind of. And so I look up and I can see the creature over there. So I stand up and I'm going to so far away. Let me go ahead and gonna bonus action spiritual weapon. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curse it. I'm gonna use one of my curses, and then I'm gonna bonus action a spiritual weapon. So I'm gonna say a curse in Dwarvish, like, how dare you disrupt the balance of sleep? That's one of the most important things for a balanced life. How dare you do that?
This is important.
And so so I curse it. Well, I'm gonna curse. Can I do my bonus action first and then curse it? Is that possible? Can I do my bonus action first if that's okay?
Yeah, you can do it whatever order. Yeah.
Yeah, because after whoever takes it after the curse, it gets all the damage is double. It's like it's vulnerable to whatever damage.
So is the curse your bonus action, or
I'm going to because the curse takes an action, but can you do a bonus action before if that's possible or no?
yeah, whatever order. But if you're
Okay.
planning on using your spiritual weapon against it, then you would want to curse it first because you attack on your bonus action with the spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you want to curse it, then. See,
Okay,
I'm helping you hit it.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, we'll do it that way then. So you hear me curse, and you see like a scale up here right next to it, kind of like hovers up in the air next to it.
Okay. What's the
That's a
range
nat
on your
20.
spiritual weapon?
That's a nat 60.
20.
That's a nat 20. It's spiritual 60 feet. I checked before my turn. I was like, can I get it?
So that's and curse doubles the damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's vulnerable.
So it's
Mhm.
Four
it's-
times the damage.
So it's double the dice,
Holy
add the
fuck.
modifier, double that number.
And that
Jesus.
was dang. Okay. So
You don't fuck with Grokus.
Or balance.
Nope.
Or sleep.
Yeah.
This is the most grumpy old man approach to
Oh,
anything. Like,
yeah.
you woke me up.
Oh yeah.
wait, so okay, so double. So do it 4 times or
So roll the dice once,
Mhm.
double that number,
16. Okay.
add your modifier,
Okay, so that's going to be 20. So that's the first roll.
and
So
then
20 from that.
then double that entire amount.
40.
40.
You do 40 points of damage.
This thing better
Grokus,
be dead.
as this thing begins to flee and you reach out and curse it and bring up your spiritual weapon, how would you like to destroy
Oh,
or attack?
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
This is-
Thing, dude.
oh my god! And so you just see the scale just come down like with like such like a force, like it's almost like as soon as it makes contact, like you see it's like a bright light that's almost blinding for a quick second. It's like its scale makes contact with it, just bringing balance to the rest of the world as it dissipates out of this plane back to where it needs to go. And so yeah, the scale just coming down real quick.
It dissipates. And the fairy fire scatters and then falls like pink glitter to the floor and disappears. And as you breathe heavy, clutching your chest, clutching your stomach from the wounds that you've taken, you just hear a voice in your head. Suddenly, only you, Grokus. You just hear a deep male voice grumble in your ear. You're more capable than I first imagined.
You fucking bitch.
Do I recognize that voice?
He's not done talking.
Oh.
I will not be working in half measures going forward.
Oh.
And you do recognize Brobat's voice.
This guy.
Can I respond back? Is this a message?
can.
I can't.
You can.
I want to fuck him.
Well, I pray you find balance before any of us see you again. I pray that you find the wisdom to think of what you're doing, because balance is not going to be so generous next time you come into contact. Do you understand me? And that's in Dwarvish. So if you can't understand.
Who you talking to there, Grokus?
I heard bagel.
This was whatever that was sent by Brobat. So nah, I'm so sorry that my being here, because I think it was after me, so I am so sorry that this.
No, are you okay?
Are we out of initiative?
And forgive me for forgetting to do this, but hold on. In the event that the forge was lit.
Oh my god, that is
awesome.
Oh my god, that's so tight.
Dude.
Wow.
That's
as the machines are whirring and the fire is glowing from within the forge. You all stand there wreathed in firelight. Malachite apparently on some lava. We'll just,
Still metal,
right? Over there, buddy.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll move over as soon as it starts
You're glowing.
You all stand here now, breathing heavy in the aftermath of this quick combat.
Aranis is going to cast mage armor on himself.
Okay.
Crocus, are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, of all the dwarves to finally meet, and then this. I mean, I'm fine. I've gotten beaten worse. So I mean, it's not the worst pain ever. I mean, it's probably some internal bleeding, but that's whatever. It's.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on Grokus at 2nd level?
Well, thank you. I was going to do healing word. I appreciate that. I definitely will. Not to do some healing. But yeah, our friend Brobat decided to message me, saying that he won't go in half measures anymore. That he underestimated us.
So he's trying to kill us.
I don't know if it's just us or just me.
He can't really try to kill us right now, right? Because we are under contract. Grokus is not.
That's probably.
It's probably
So-
why.
You're a genius. That's probably what. Oh my gosh.
I don't know about genius. Is there anything on my sword?
You mean like blood or gore or whatnot?
Yeah, or ectoplasm
Residue.
or whatever. I don't know.
Ectoplasm, yes. Your sword is as clean as if it had just been pulled from the scabbard.
And nothing was dropped by the thing when it disappeared.
Make an investigation check over in that
Oh,
area
boy.
for me if you will.
Can Peony help?
Yes, someone can take advantage on this for help.
Is your investigation? Yeah, you're smarter than 10, right?
I
Thanks,
guess.
baby.
Yeah,
You do it.
I have a 13
You do it.
technically. Okay,
I'll help you.
Okay. Okay. Advantage, Investigation starts with the letter I. Natural 20, baby. Let's go. It didn't even need the advantage. Let's
Two in a
fucking
row.
go. Eat my farts, you stinky little ghost.
There is nothing left. There are no scraps of clothing. There is no body, no bones. It's as if the very air itself. It's as if it was made of air itself.
So
You guys,
what-
I can't sleep over you guys. I mean, he's gonna keep. Well, I mean, I guess whatever he sends can attack you guys. I mean, but
Realistically,
I don't
it
wanna-
kind of just damaged you and not us. So really, we should sleep together
Mhm.
because if we don't, you die.
Yeah. Not
and
really
we
you dying.
can use this to our advantage. If we all sleep around you or on top of you or something, then they have to go through us to get to you, and they can do that.
Mm.
Cuddle puddle.
Aw.
Oh boy.
You might have to put on some clothes though.
I have my robes on. It's okay. You know, I sleep in my robes. It is a little cold in here, though. So, you know.
Just stand close to the forge. It'll stop being
Oh,
cold.
true. Oh,
inside.
is it
Oh,
warm in here
that's
now? I lied. Is it
Oh
warm
yeah,
in here
yeah,
now
yeah,
at the
yeah.
forge?
Like it's a nice,
Ooh.
nice roaring fire there in the forge.
Tight.
Uranus is like putting the thing, the banner back in the thing, just saying like, are we about to go fucking kill Brobat now, or what are we doing?
Well, we still have to. I still have to meet Gull pretty soon, though. So I don't know. Because how long were we sleeping? Like, well, how late? What time? We're
I mean,
underground.
it's like 1 in the
Oh,
morning now. Y'all got your long rest very much interrupted.
okay.
So we should
And
go back to
Gull
sleep.
is not due there until the next afternoon.
And
So
Len, I
not
don't-
this afternoon, but like tomorrow.
Well, no, today. No, today.
If
This
it's 1 in the
afternoon,
morning,
1
then
a.m.
yes, this in about 12 to 14 hours probably.
Len, if we go from now, though, I mean,
We know where he lives.
Well, but what was that? It was not him. How many of the more of those things could he summon, have with him, whatever? And we are just, well, you are just use some of your capabilities. So I do not think that going after that man is going to be something we want to do without our full strength.
and then wouldn't that put you at risk with the contract as well, or no? You can Robot's fine. That wouldn't put you guys at risk of breaking the other contract because there's nothing about Robot in it, right? Or no?
No, I don't
No.
believe so.
I don't think so.
We can't just let him get away with this, though. Like,
We won't
he
balance
just
comes
came
out
after
in due
Grokus when he
time.
was asleep.
Well,
Cowardly.
that makes him a
cowardly.
coward, but it does not make him not powerful.
And I appreciate it, but honest, I put a hand on Ron's shoulder where he's tall, so like on my tiptoes. But I appreciate the so we'll get him balanced. With balance always finds a way, so we'll make sure that he gets what's coming to him. It may take a little time, but we'll find the smartest way to get him. I'm just thankful I had all of you guys here, because yeah, that would have been. I can imagine being alone that happening and having you guys here to. Yeah, that. I'm beyond grateful. Although now I'm terrified to go to sleep ever again, but you know that's.
I think we should start setting watches now.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
And this log.
And the
Mhm. The log.
Yeah, watch wouldn't have helped us since it was invisible.
Mm.
Well,
But we would have been awake. More of us, maybe.
I guess.
we'll get him. Trust me. Like I'm pretty upset too what he's done. Like I said, to have only the dwarf I've met to be such a character is yeah. And just to think like
Malachi-
that's some people's first like dwarf they've seen, and that's like the example. Like I can't. Yeah.
Malachite, being in Earth Genasi, there's an affinity to the ground and the stones that you carry with you. And there is the ever slightest tremor under your toes that you feel deep in the earth here. As if something far away has just shaken.
Does he relay that to us?
I'm just gonna be like, hold on, nobody move, and just kind of like feel the ground. See if I feel anything else.
Focusing here more intently, you find a spot of more raw earth for you to put your hand on, not carved stone. You begin to sense a rumble and a couple large crashes from above you.
Something's happening up there somewhere. A lot of
What's
crashing and rumbling coming from up there.
Should I
You
go
got-
look?
Is
We
he
need to
trying to?
leave.
What if he's trying to cave in the tunnel? We have to get the fuck
We need
out of
to
here.
leave.
It's
Pull the hood up. I can check ahead and then come back.
I think we just go.
I
I
think
don't.
we
I
just
don't
need to
trust
go.
that.
yeah.
All together.
Just
I gotta get my dog.
Would I?
Oh, he had been
I mean,
sleeping in another
well,
room.
there's multiple ways out, though, don't we know? Because there's multiple ways out. Because we came
Does it
through from that
sound-
general shaft.
Does it sound like a cave in, or like something?
I mean, it's you don't have a ton of experience. You just have this affinity.
So, can I?
Peony try and listen? Given that
Can
she's
I
been
use? Can I use? Trying to think. I have tool expertise. Is there a tool that I could use to like listen with?
For seismic
Almost like a
activity.
seismograph type thing.
Yeah, like and make some kind of check based on that.
you could makeshift some sort of cone to put your ear against or whatnot real quick. Make a perception check.
So
What are you trying to ascertain here in this moment with this
I'm
additional
trying to
Guidance.
figure out if this sounds like a cave in or if it sounds like there's something
Okay.
moving.
Yep.
Like a large thing moving
Go
or
for
what?
Guidance.
Like footstep type things or like more like rubble is
Yeah.
avalanching and stuff. So with my tool expertise, I get to double my my whatever it's called proficiency bonus. So
And plus a D4.
oh man, this is a very low roll. Plus a D4.
For guidance.
Plus that plus what is my proficiency bonus? Oh, it's 3. So I got an 11 total.
Dang, oof.
An 11, you listen and you hear then a pause. It's this like intermittent sound.
It doesn't sound like a cave in to me. I don't have much experience with this, but it sounds more like something moving. But I think we should get out one way or the other. So
We should take the tunnel to the barracks since it is closer to the surface.
let's do it.
Let's go.
Where's
And Artemis says, oh, yes.
down
I have
below?
Odie by the leash.
Oh yeah. Okay. Odie's here. Good. Okay.
Okay, where were you keeping Odie?
Well, there's a room. There are rooms off.
there
in
are
the
side
front. Yeah,
rooms. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Peony would have had Odie sleep in the other room.
Okay. You got Odie
Because
by the
also
leash.
she's a stinky trash monster. Yep.
Yes. All right, so you all begin rushing down the tunnel towards the barracks. And you get to the barracks, and as you get to the barracks, as you all come out, you all begin to hear very clearly these like intermittent scraping and bashing sounds of stone. As you run, are you headed from the barracks to the main tunnel?
Yeah.
It's the only way
Yes.
out.
And
Oh fuck.
As you
That's
head
gonna be
towards the
hard
main
'cause you're gonna be
tunnel,
pinned against a hole.
you're running down, and you see the main tunnel ahead of you, and all of a sudden you just see this large stone go falling past you and scraping against the sides and everything, bashing back and forth, and it just goes whizzing down. And you wait for a moment, and you see another like 1, 2 come whizzing down past you, just kind of falling down this main large shaft.
Pride, can you stick me out? I'm gonna look up. Yes, I
No,
just need to
this-
look up.
Artemis, call. God. Oh my God, his name left my brain. I'm so panicked.
Gulls?
No,
Azure?
message our contract
Elixir.
holder, Elixios, that's it. I'm so concerned.
I don't
Tell
have,
him you no?
I don't have it.
I have
Crocus,
it. Yeah.
tell him that we are in peril. His servants under contract are in trouble, as are all of his fancy machines.
All right. So I guess I'll do a little bit can do it.
Another
Sending
rock comes flying past you.
Yep. So I'll do a sending. I have a spell slot for it. I did should have one left. Okay. So do a sending to the Elixio. What's that? 25 words.
Yep. 25 words.
Oh Lord.
So it'd be hi. This is Grokus. Your people under contract being attacked in the mines,
And the machines are in peril.
and machines are in peril because of it. Have a balanced cuts off.
All part of a balanced breakfast.
You hear a voice that sounds like it just woke up. Oh, strange to hear from you. Under attack the machines. That bastard Brobat. And you just like, you don't. I'm gonna say for flavor. Even though he doesn't say this, you hear the sound of someone scrambling out of bed.
Well, because they forgot to hang up the phone, they left the hang up
Exactly.
already.
Exactly.
You wanted to know how to play them against one another. They played themselves.
I think he's.
They're starting to come with more frequency.
Is there another way? Isn't there two ways to get out of here now? Because did we find another way to?
Can-
This
is
way.
it.
I can
Wait,
try to
can-
get up there. I can go skinny and try to just stay along the
Can-
wall.
Oh,
I have a question.
Yes.
From Peony's experience exploring runes, they have multiple exits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to our knowledge, no other exit has been found for
You
this
have
route.
not found one yet. No.
Have they, Elixio or anyone else on any plans that we've been told?
Not that you've
found
been told.
another
No.
exit?
No, they've been using this one main in and out. One of the rocks hits the entrance to the barracks tunnel, and a big chunk of that top part comes off. Half of it falls down into the deeper tunnel, but half of it lodges itself and like jams up half of your exit point.
I think
Like
we
it's
have to go
starting to
deep.
do damage and crash in the tunnels.
I
how
think we have to-
how big are these rocks in relation to the main tunnel?
Oh.
They're
Like,
I
is
mean,
this like a Donkey Kong jumping barrels kind of issue? Like,
if for just example's sake, if we've got a 10-foot or a 10-inch circle,
Yeah.
these are about 1 inch a piece or something, 1 to 2 inches a piece.
Oh.
Like they're big, but they're falling through fairly easily.
right, and
But they're
sort
starting
of
to come more
haphazardly.
frequently. Yeah.
Sure.
And there seems to be a bit of like 1, 2, and then a long pause, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and like stuff like that.
Somebody's pushing them. Somebody's doing something
Mm-hmm.
up there.
Mhm.
I can get up there, or are we going deeper? But we gotta pick something now.
How long is it going to take to get all of us up there? I think
It
That's the
depends
real
on how we try to do it.
I mean, we have Artemis has her.
Artemis
a-
has her broom, but she can't take all of us.
I can't
No.
take all of you.
She
I
can take
can
one of you with the cone though. With the cone, she can take because that's something you just attach on with like a rope. That one counts any weight. So we have that, and then what? 2 other people.
400 pounds.
So
Let
2 other
me
people.
s-
Then Peony's light.
Too small.
Let me
people,
go
one
last.
normal
Let me-
person has to
Let
go.
me go last.
No, you go first. You're lightest, so think about this. We can go you.
I've explored lots of tunnels though. If it comes down to it, I think out of all of us, I'm probably the best suited to live in this to be
Fine.
stuck down
I
here.
ate
Go!
to be
Okay,
Maudlin,
who's getting
no.
on the broom?
Do not
Someone-
put all of your eggs in one basket. If that broom gets hit by a boulder, you are going to the bottom. Remember what happened when Uranus was all over your face?
Oh god.
You need to have a way to stop yourself from falling if you are hit.
Do you have
And
Featherfall?
I
these
have
rocks-
Featherfall.
These rocks,
Okay.
yeah, but we know it's down. These rocks are just stone, though, right?
Mhm.
Like, say if someone like had like like stone shape or something, they could
Potentially, yeah.
because stone shape's a thing. So if our prey bot can also get that, we have to stay a little bit, but we need to get
Deeper,
out.
do
Though.
we try to get up?
Get as many people out first. I will go last. Go, 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 go.
Okay, who's coming?
Uranus is popping the cone on.
I'm gonna give Artemis I'm gonna do enhance ability because I assume it's gonna be
Dex.
it's gonna be like dexterity
Yeah.
where you have to navigate.
How
And
far
so-
is this tunnel from the top
It's about
Like
100
the-
feet.
100.
Uranus is gonna put the cone on,
Okay.
and then cast invisibility on myself, and
Okay.
then mage hand.
Okay.
You couldn't place a song at all either, maybe to help with I don't know, like a good
So
song or
what?
anything, like a song or
yeah,
something.
my
Or
bad. I'll
maybe,
give since Artemis is going to be ferrying people, I'll give Artemis some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
too.
I tie 2 50-foot lengths of rope together and give one end to Artemis to tie around like her belt or something so she can fly all the way up and still be tethered in case something bad happens to her.
Okay.
I guess I'll hop. Who's all going? So Uranus, probably gonna go. Probably because Grover's definitely want to go last one. If Sherman goes, probably go. So he's gonna like, come on, you gotta
He's
get
getting
out.
on the broom.
Okay. All the other end of the rope.
And then is that all? Or can one other person? It's only one of the regular person, right? So only Pride can
Yeah.
go. On.
I mean, you got to imagine, like, even if you're light, you're wearing a lot of armor and gear. Like,
Mhm.
it's
It's
essentially two
Prior
of you.
Malachite going first.
Yeah.
So
So what do you guys think?
Sure. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go.
All
Okay.
right. So, Uranus, you pop the cone on and cast invisibility, and then cast Mage Hand, and grab yourself and float out. And as you float out first, you look up and see, as all of a sudden, way up above you in the darkness.
Right next to the
Yep,
wall.
you're right up against the wall, right up in the darkness. You all of a sudden this flash of fire. And then hurtling towards you out of the darkness, a large chunk of rock comes falling down. What we're going to do here for you is I'm going to roll a percentile dice. And on a 76 to 100, it comes your direction. So you have a 25%, you have a 75% chance of it not coming towards you.
Stress.
That is a 65. So as you are floating up, there'll be a couple of these probably. As you're floating up, all of a sudden, now's a good time, Darby. Run and use the restroom. As you're floating up, you see this one coming towards you, but it like skims past you like it's more in the middle and just goes whizzing by. In that moment that it goes by, it creates such a force of air that all of a sudden you feel yourself grabbing on tight with the mage hand to not let go. But you manage to hang on. And you keep floating up and floating up slowly. And all of a sudden you see another flash of fire and another one falls. And that's a 4.
Oh, God.
It's going all the way on the
God.
other side. All the way on the other side. It actually hits the other wall away from you. And you float up. Now you're moving pretty slow with Mage Hand, so you're gonna take 2 more of these rolls as you go up.
Why can't you just go attached with Artemis? Because that'll be
I
the
don't
rope to
want
attach
to
with
be
that.
attached. I don't want to have all of us attached.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good
74.
idea.
74. This one whizzes right by you.
Oh,
Right by
God.
As you start to crest now to the point where you can see just over the edge of the lip of the hole, you see 3 figures that are standing there. Just silhouetted shapes, couple tall, one short. And you watch as one of them takes a staff and strikes it out, and all of a sudden another flash of fire comes from the ceiling. And that's an 80. So, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
How far are they from me?
From you, 100 feet. You're
Okay,
not with Artemis yet. We're going to do Artemis in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
no.
That's a 7.
A 7. Okay. The stone comes towards you, and it's not like hurtling straight at you, but it's coming at the wall near you, and all of a sudden you feel it hit your arm. That was kind of pressed up against it. It just kind of hits the hand and the arm. You're gonna take.
it's concentration, isn't it?
Cone is not concentration. You're gonna take
Invisibility
21
is,
points of
though.
bludgeoning damage.
Fucking
And
21.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for invisibility.
It's got to be a 20 though, right?
Nope, he has to beat a
Oh.
10.
Oh,
A 10. Okay.
You got this. You got
That's
this.
a 19 plus
Yeah,
1. So
you maintain
34.
concentration. However, now I need you to make a strength check,
Oh God.
a strength saving throw. in order to your mage hand to. Actually, no. Hold on. What's your spell casting ability? Charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma saving throw, because this is a spell effect that's holding you.
Come on, baby. That's another 19, so 23.
You hold on tight. You hold
Clutch.
on tight. And in these last moments, even though you're in an incredible amount of pain and you're not sure what blood coming out of your flat form might look like or what your hand will look like when you go back to normal, you are able to float yourself up and you're invisible. You can go right past these folks.
Okay. Do we want to resolve this, or do we want to do what Artemis?
I think Artemis is probably coming right behind you. So
okay.
I'm
trying to just mage hand my way right into the middle of the grouping of them, and then I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay, gotcha. We'll come back to Calm Emotions here in just a moment.
Smarty pants.
Artemis, Uranus disappears, and you presume floats out. Pride jumps onto the broom with you, and you kick off into the darkness. And now, shooting up as quick as you can, you are going to move pretty quick through this, so you're only going to deal with one of these explosions.
Okay.
And this will be a little bit different because you're not able to hug the wall the same way that Uranus can. So you all of a sudden see a flash of fire above you, and then out of the darkness, you see this large piece of rock falling away. There's little debris and smaller pieces of rock as well. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's going on. I'm holding Malachite and peeing his hands in prayer. I was like squeezing their hands and praying for all of them to be okay.
Is there any way that I can aid her because I'm also here?
Probably not. I mean, unless you have.
She already gets advantage though. She already gets
she's
advantage.
got advantage on it.
Oh,
I have advantage, but I think I'm okay. I'm still gonna roll again. Yeah, good thing for the advantage. 19.
19. Okay, you barrel roll right out of the way, and then you do a reverse barrel roll, go the other direction as another smaller piece came your direction. And just as you're getting to the top, you see all of a sudden another flash of fire and another rock coming towards you, but you've just curled over the edge out of the way. You're coming much faster, and so it's not until you've basically curled up over the top and you see all of them go, whoa, that you see these three figures silhouetted by the moonlight coming in through the cave mouth entrance. And I'm going to say that Uranus she would have passed you, but I'm going to say that for the purpose of resolving yours, Artemis, you just shoot right past them. Like, you didn't know they were there. Like, you didn't have time to stop. You just shoot right past them. So you probably are like halfway out the cave mouth before you kind of put the brakes on and come around. And Uranus, this is about the time that you're now meeting up. So go ahead and cast Calm Emotions if you would.
Sweet. That is a 20-foot radius sphere centered around a point you choose to just be in the middle of them.
Sure.
DC 15 charisma.
That's a fail on the first one. That's a fail on the second one with a 3 and an 8 and a natural 20 on the third. We'll say that's the short guy.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Mm-hmm.
A natural 19.
Fuck you.
Okay. But you can give advantage to someone else.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump off the broom so that Artemis can go back for other people.
Okay. So, Artemis, you hit the brakes. Pride jumps off the broom. You go whizzing past these folks. You see Uranus floating there because as soon as you cast a spell, you became visible.
I'm visible, yeah.
So you're now floating like a flat avatar of death above them. And all of a sudden, two of them you just see, and including the one who had the staff, all of a sudden, they just relax. And you see the halfling kind of look back and forth, and you see blue hair on this halfling as they look back and forth and kind of start swearing and yelling at their compatriots and being like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Blast him out of the sky. And he like has a knife and is like jumping and trying to stab you, but you're floating above him.
Is there a problem here?
The halfling turns towards you and begins brandishing a weapon.
Do we recognize him?
Yeah. This is the same blue halfling you've run into a couple times before.
Damn it.
Or blue gnome, it might be. I honestly can't remember in this moment.
What blue gnome? What?
Wait.
The gnome with the blue hair who was part of Gormer's crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Artemis, you rocket back down.
Yep.
And pick up Malachite. And now in this moment, I mean, all this is happening in seconds. You're on your way back up with Malachite with no more rocks coming down. Uranus. Two of them are calmed. One of them is still yelling and trying to stab you, brandishing a weapon at Pride. What are you and Pride doing?
Unfurling the poster.
Bless you.
Bam!
Fuck.
At least,
What
at
am I
least it's just
doing?
one. At least it's only one that's turning out both. But at least it's just one. So that's a good. It's still a
Yeah.
clutch
But
move.
if I attack him, then his friends come back to attack us. Fuck. I don't know what to do.
You can still try talking, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
Fuck it.
what do Uranus do?
Does it cost anything to take the cone off? Like, can I do that for free?
Yeah, I'd say that's. I mean, just
So yeah, I'll take that off, drop my
yeah.
mage
You
hand.
immediately poof like into full form and drop a few feet onto the ground.
Yep. How's my arm looking?
Your arm is not feeling good. It looks the hand has popped back into shape almost the way. It's still a little flatter than it should be. And there are definitely like potentially some exposed bone and some blood.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop down in the middle of them, clutching my arm, and then cast Arms of Hadar, and just energy is gonna erupt from me. at the feet of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Describe what that
Yes.
looks like.
So I think I landed. I'm just kind of hunched over. But he's like breathing heavy, and he's pissed. He's pissed the fuck off since from the brobat from jump, and just tendrils of black energy just reach out and
There's a
hopefully
shaking of the ground around you, and the small stones begin to shake and levitate off the ground. And you look up for a moment, and your eyes have gone completely inky black and begin dripping the way that your patrons do. And all of a sudden, you just explode your arms outwards, and from your arms and from your chest and from the ground, these long tentacles, squid-like tentacles, become flailing out and batter everybody. What save do they need to make, or is it an attack roll?
15 strength save.
15 strength. The halfling fails.
Am I inside of this range or outside of this range?
You are outside this range, I would
Okay.
say.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't have done it if Pry was like right there.
I don't care.
What side of the hole are you on?
Who are you asking?
Like who? No, Uranus. What side? Like,
Yeah.
are you in the middle of them, or are you on the other side? Like, are they between you and the
I
tunnel?
would have dropped down in the middle of them.
Okay. The
Like,
halfling fails. The man with the staff fails. And the woman fails.
okay, that is 6, 12, 18 points of damage, and
They're restrained, aren't they?
no, they can't take reactions till their next turn.
Okay. The woman is kind of wrapped up in one of these things and battered against the rocks by it. The man has hit in the head and goes skidding across the ground, leaving a streak of blood in the dirt. The halfling takes one straight to the face, and you all just hear as they go off the edge of the tunnel. And Artemis, as you're bringing Malachite up, all of a sudden the two of you hear a Doppler effect scream that gets closer and closer to you, and then reaches your area, and you just see a flash of blue go flying past you and disappear into the darkness.
Swimming into the night.
Uranus just turns to the ones that are still alive. Eyes dripping, black ink, whatever. Next time, I'm gonna fuck you up on my next turn. Mm-hmm.
Pry, what are you doing in this moment?
Are they both like disabled? Do they look like
the
they are
woman
going
looks to be
aggress?
choking, almost like restrained and like having a hard time breathing. The man who got hit in the head does not. He's not moving. He's on the ground. There's blood underneath him.
I guess I'll go to the woman and kind of try to figure out what's going on with her.
Yeah,
like she's not being held by this spell,
No, the
right?
tendril kind of releases, and she's just sitting there. And you kind of make a medicine check real quick.
Ooh, great, yeah, sure.
I'm just another Peony. Like, you think they're okay? Like, so the Peony just like, I mean,
I mean,
I don't know
do
her
we
name.
hear that?
We don't hate it. Just like-
At one, you kill her.
Was it
What
in
is
that
that?
one?
Oh no!
You
Oh no.
you
No.
begin feeling on her to see like what's wrong, and you press on her chest, and you just hear a snap.
Oh.
Did you know you're actually supposed to break ribs when you do CPR?
As a rib breaks the rest of the way, and you just see her go, and then her eyes roll back in her head.
I know.
Well, I can see if it's for balance. I mean,
Well, hell.
I got time. I can see if it's.
It's about this time that Artemis, you come rocketing up over the top with Malachite, and you just see blood,
Carnage.
and Uranus is hunched over, bleeding, and there's just carnage everywhere.
Just gonna drop Malachite off and be like, well, I'll be right back. She's just gonna, she doesn't
Yeah.
even, just turns on her heel and goes,
You go down for Grokus and get him. And as you're
and
bringing
Beanie. She's
Can-
late.
I don't know if Grokus and, can I take Grokus and Peony?
I mean, probably not without, unless you wanted to use the cone on one of them.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? She'll go back up for the cone if Uranus would
Yeah.
like to relinquish it.
Uranus will relinquish it. Yeah.
Okay. Because Peony also has Odie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so
And
use the cone.
Odie's her size. So
How is Odie going to ride on
Okay.
a broom?
Should I put the cone on Odie then? I don't
It
know.
has to activate it
Or
itself.
attach the rope. Can we attach a rope to Odie? And kind of just like him
Just
on
like-
tight, really
like
tight.
make
Just
a
hang her
harness.
through the-
Yeah.
But Artemis, as you're going up and down a couple times, even though there's no new flash of explosion, all of a sudden a loose piece of the
Okay.
cave ceiling comes loose. And
Oh.
as you're heading, I'm gonna say whoever you've got next, as you're heading back up with them, you have to dodge another falling.
With advantage still. So
Yeah.
and so that and it's just within 10 minutes of the Bardic Inspiration too.
That's true, you still have
within
Bardic
10.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess I'm taking Grokus because Peony said she wanted to go last. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll that dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Okay, with advantage. 19 again.
19 again. You are just, this time you just kind of dip underneath it and do like a little bit of a scoop maneuver.
Grogus screaming the whole
She's just
time.
chilling.
You just hear Grogus screaming the whole time. Like
That sounds
backseat
so fun.
driving.
It's the mine carts all over again. Yes. You get Grokus back up, and as you head back down for Peony and you all are figuring out what to do with Odie,
Oh,
you just feel more rumbling as whatever has been done has set something off. And-
as soon as I get up there, oh god, I was going to.
yes, go ahead.
I was going to quickly just going to do gentle repose. I'm not going to bring her back when we do gentle repose because everyone deserves some dignity in death. And so cats will prepare just do a gentle repose, so like her features will kind of relax.
Okay.
And so she will decompose. So it's going to
Yeah.
cast everything
There's
quickly on her.
there's a human man up there as well who's bleeding out.
Is he dead? Oh, I'll tie him up, then I'll heal them. So make sure I'll have someone help me tie
They-
him up.
by the
heal
time
them.
you get to them and do a check, Grokus, they've already passed, but you can gently pose them.
Yeah, I will.
All right, so Peony, you are figuring Odie out, and you're feeling and hearing now audible rumbles deeper in the caves.
Deeper, like below
Like,
us.
you're
or-
not exactly sure, but like I mean, tons of huge chunks of rock fell down, like, and they've clipped the sides, and pieces are now falling off of the middle. Like, there's a small cave in happening.
Is Odie too big for the bag? Can we
Odie
not-
will die if you put her in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh.
No air in the bag.
But how long though? I mean, you guys are gonna be up there quick though, right? It's not gonna be like an hour.
Odie would be too big for the bag.
Oh,
Odie
gotcha.
is still
Okay.
Yeah,
too
I mean
big.
the bag's still. I mean it's a backpack style. thing, so-
Rope. You're gonna have to tie him. It's the only way.
I guess Peony's trying to harness like I mean, Odie already has a harness, but is like trying to make
Yeah.
a rope.
You could be
like
doing that
sling.
while you were waiting for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that, yeah, you're skilled enough. You can put a good
like,
kind of harness around Odie. Artemis, you'll be weighed down a bit, but you can go at a slower speed with the both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
So
baby.
without too
Uranus
much
is dragging the other two bodies towards the edge of the pit.
Aronis, wait, lad. We can.
What? And he like turns around and is
We don't-
still
Oh
I'm gonna-
boy.
fucked up.
I'm gonna just walk over. I'm going to just cast healing word to say a prayer for us and just give you a hug. And like, just give you a hug, casting healing word, saying, "Hold on, lad. I know you're upset. Just please, just calm down for just 1 second. Let's give you a hug and cast healing word."
At least let us search them. But we should get out of here.
Uranus drops their bodies, I guess, and is walking towards the exit.
Okay.
I'll pull them
you
out.
just hear a little voice in your ear, Uranus, that just says, "Ah, good. That was good, wasn't it?"
He just keeps walking.
Artemis, you come
How
up
much
over
healing
the
is
corner.
that?
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be. Let me roll. Yeah, I mean it's only 8, so 8 points of healing.
Take it.
Pry, I didn't know that you had a tail. Okay, yeah, your hand stops bleeding. It's still very tender, but the healing word helps stabilize it. Yeah. Artemis, you come rocketing up over the corner. Well, not rocketing. you ascend over the corner a little slower. Have to go a little higher to get Odie up. Who Odie is like those little dogs that get carried in like handbags.
Petey's like, "You're doing so great, sweetie. Yes, I love you."
What sounds does Odie make?
Oh my God.
Adorable.
It's great. Love that.
And gets dropped off there. And yeah, you're all up on the edge.
Okay, let's
Way to go.
Yeah.
go.
Are we going to take the bodies? So gender posts are all kind of restful looking, peaceful looking at least.
I'll
Dude, I'm grabbing that dude's staff. Like, fuck that shit.
when Uranus dropped them, Pry was gonna grab them by the collars and pull them towards the exit. And I imagine we should probably go like quite a distance from the exit with that rumbling, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to catch up to Uranus too, as I know he kind of went up ahead. Want to make sure that arm is okay.
Okay.
You
And
need
make sure he's okay.
Walking out.
I'm running after him. I'm not short, stubby legs. So his walking, so I have to like jog to get.
oh boy. As we're heading towards the exit, can Peony like be aware? Like, is there anyone else like out by
Make
the
a
exit?
I would say that both you and Malachite, just with your natural passive perceptions, you take a quick look around and you don't see anybody. You do hear bells in the city. Like you hear like a bong 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 from like a ways away in the city.
Does it sound like a "ooh, there's trouble, bing bong, wake up, bang 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 bang," or is it like a?
I would say, I mean, you've been in the city long enough now that probably the last time you heard these bells, there was a fire that needed to be put out. It was like an alert bell.
Do they have these alert bells scattered throughout the city, or is there just one?
Oh my god!
No, they're scattered.
No.
Yeah,
They're scattered.
Yeah.
But it's far away.
it
Far away
sounds
from
very
us.
distant. Yeah.
Crocus, are you thinking what I'm thinking? That
The
there
realm
could
of
be
shields?
tunnels all the way under the city?
Boy.
Yes, and
What if
All the
they all
people
cave
in-
in?
Then we're not
Is there-
going to have an entrance back to.
No, what
Who
if
cares
the
about that? The
tunnels cave in
people.
and those people in the city are hurt?
we got to get back there. We got to get back as quick as we can. But I mean,
What direction is the realm shield placed?
and that's
from
what I was thinking
us?
too. I was gonna send a
Yeah.
message. I was
Is
gonna
it
do
in the
sending
directions
to
That's on the
what's her
lower
name?
shelf.
To
Azure.
Azure.
I think I might do saying to Azure. Do you guys think, is that a good idea? Should I?
Yes.
I don't want to waste things.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Can you
quickly.
do it while we move?
Yes. What
Okay.
should I?
Keep walking.
What should I ask? I'm not good at this talking thing sometimes.
Tunnel collapse. Are you okay?
What's going on in the city?
Move people south, right? Away from the mine.
Okay, move people south. Okay. So, Will says, are you okay? Move people away from the south. How many words is that? Are you okay? Move people away to the south.
Robot on the move.
Brobat on the move. And then how many words is that? I'll probably just ask them what's going on, just in case that it's not that. It's gonna be something else. So ask what's going on. Don't do. Oh my God! I'm not getting a response. Andrew, don't do this.
Oh, you're still figuring out. I didn't know that you actually had cast it yet. I thought you were still figuring it out. Okay, so you send that message.
Yeah.
You send that message, and you get, after a beat, you get a Grokus. Just woke up. Hear the bells. Not sure what's happening. Don't feel anything. I'll get dressed. Meet me here.
Okay, so really that. So I guess wherever. So they're fine. They hear the bells, but they don't feel anything. Don't feel any shaking. So I think that's a good sign at least. But still, something must be going on. They're gonna check it out. They want us to meet as soon as we get back there. But for the meantime, it seems like at least it's not. The place isn't collapsing. At least.
I'm more concerned that maybe Broba has made a move against Elixio in the time that we were down there.
Well, if that is the case, then
Or it could be Elixio too, because he sounded like he was on the move when I told him. So
that is a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go to the Realm Shield.
Our concern is the safety of the people of the city. That is why we were trying to fight all of those people in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to take each other down, that is their business. I care about the people.
Well, if they take each other down in chunks of the city with it, it's going to be a problem. But we need to go to the Realm Shield like right now.
Exactly.
you see Grokus look back and kind of hesitate for a second, just hands in his face, and he continues on. But you see him kind of look back and stall for a minute, just looking back at the mine.
We'll be able. What you thinking about, Grokus?
So I mean, just all the. So my people's history just might have been. So at least you know the truth, but just all that. Nothing. We're good. We have more things to worry about.
We don't know the extent of any damage yet, so there's no reason to assume anything.
At least yes, and at least all you are safe. So that's the main thing too. And
your people built incredible things. What is to say that the structural integrity, that is hard to say, is not good enough to protect the machines and everything else?
True, but and like I said, at the end of the day, the most important thing is the people, like you were saying, Price. So the most important thing is you guys. So items can be just items at the end of the day. I'm going to cast another healing word on Uranus because I see the arm still like kind of bent. So I'm just gonna go and kind of tap it. Like, are you doing okay, lad? I mean, I know this has been as we're moving along. Like it's like keep
everybody's moving.
touching.
About this point, while you're casting this, you're starting to come to the edge of town.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see anything like any like dust clouds or hear anything?
You don't. And in fact, you see a few people who have stepped out of their houses and are kind of looking around like, oh, I wonder what the bell's ringing for. But like there's no big cracks, there's no fires burning anywhere that you can see. You do hear and see, kind of looking through the alleyways, a couple of the townsguard, who are not many in number here in the lower levels, but you do see a couple of the townsguard kind of running, and they're heading north. They're heading like north of this, like up towards the higher levels of the city.
Do we have any cloaks or anything else like that? Maybe we should, because they know you guys are kind of involved. I guess we're all kind of involved. Is there any way to?
I mean, we can go stealthily. Like we can make this rigmarole go stealth.
I think that might be for the best, since there's so many things involved at the moment.
To pull up my hood and I mean, Malachite, if you want to do it, I also have Pass Without a Trace now.
Go for it. I can only use it once a day, so.
It will be my last second level spell slot. So,
Or I can use mine. I don't care.
I mean, we gotta go to sleep
Will we-
anyways. We gotta go to sleep
Well, we're
anyways. It's
supposed
to
1
twice
a.m.
now.
well,
Oh
we
my
still
God.
haven't taken a long
Yeah,
rest,
exactly.
right?
No,
Because
you
it got
haven't.
interrupted.
No.
Yeah. All right, I'll blast it. Let's go. Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Pass without trace. All right, so let's have everybody roll a stealth check as you head back to Realm Shield.
Disadvantage.
No, check.
Got advantage
Plus
because
two.
of my cloak.
Aw.
I get to re-roll natural ones.
Terrible.
Gosh,
16.
16.
15.
Let's
15?
go.
19.
19. Excellent.
1 second. And we're doing stealth, which let me see. Okay, well that's not so 16
16.
with disadvantage.
And Pry and Peony.
31.
Natural 20 for a 39.
What?
39? Oh my god.
You
Yo.
have
You're
plus
invisible.
19?
No, I rolled a natural
Oh, plus
20.
the 10.
Plus
Plus
the
the
You have a
10.
plus
Plus
9 to stealth.
We're
Oh my
invisible. We are
God.
fucking invisible.
Invisible.
We all disappear.
I mean, Pry is the knight right now. She
Mhm.
is gone.
Oh, do I have to roll for
Jesus.
Odie?
I would say just roll yours at disadvantage.
Do I just roll
No,
it
actually,
flat?
roll an animal handling check for me.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
How is a 14?
14? Okay. I mean, Odie's definitely weighing you down a little bit and causing you to slow down, but with the group stealth being weighted by that 39 and you're 31, yeah, you're fine. You, without any issue, make it back to the Realm Shield guild hall. Upon coming in, you can see kind of down that corridor of different rooms, the training room, the weapons room, and everything. You see at the far end, kind of at the table, Azure is working with Tamir, and they're kind of like, getting arrows put in quivers and, pulling out daggers and stuff. They look like they're gearing up. And as you all come in, Azure kind of turns and takes a couple long strides towards you all. And immediately comes up to you, Artemis, and just puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, "Are you all right?"
I've been better. How are you?
I was very sleepy. You all woke me up out of the middle of my beautiful sleep.
I'm sorry. I
Sorry.
apologize.
We don't know what has happened. The bells are ringing, but we don't know why.
Well, the mine collapsed.
He's collapsing.
Can we talk? Are we at the place where we're in private? Right? The doors closed, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Just making sure.
We were attacked and they started throwing stones from the ceiling. And now the mine is collapsing.
Why would they be ringing the bells then?
We don't know.
Tamir. And he's like, "Yes."
Well, I'll let them know. So maybe.
1 second. She turns towards Tamir and she's like, "Head out, find a town's guard, talk to them, figure out what's going on, see if they need us. Get to the bottom of it." He's like, "I got it." And he grabs like a long dagger and kind of shoves it into his belt and then kind of takes off running out of the guild hall. He'll put his ear to the ground and see what's going on.
Shouldn't we go towards the bells and see what that is?
We certainly can. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
ready to
go.
move.
Let's go.
Can
Are
we
you
Odie
sure?
in a stables here?
What in the hells is that
Oh,
thing?
Please
My
don't kill
dog.
it! Don't kill
Story.
it!
This is Odie. She's my dog.
We will talk about this when we get back.
Do you have any garbage right now?
Yeah, do you
There
Oh
is-
yeah,
Maybe
No,
trash.
any
pulls
scraps?
out trash. Like
In my guild hall.
no, she'll eat it. It's fine.
And Odie just,
If you have any trash, he'll eat as well. So if you have any trash,
we are going to talk about this when we return. But for now, tie it to something and let's go.
Odie, stay.
She reaches
Oh,
out
good
and
Lord.
flicks just a little bit of that black ooze off of your cheek, Arana. She's like, "That has happened before. Are you all right?"
I'm fine. Let's go.
"All right, let's go." And she grabs her sword and runs out with all of you following. You make your way through the streets, and where you expected pandemonium, there's just general curiosity. There's There aren't cracks in the ground. There aren't buildings on fire. Some folks are still lingering outside, kind of rubbernecking and trying to see like what's going on. As you get deeper into the first level and towards the second shelf, the bell does get louder, and you finally get to a point where you can see the kind of wooden bell tower. It is on the second shelf, and there's a person up there ringing it. But eventually, actually, as you're running, you kind of keep an eye on this, and you see a Townsguard kind of come up and put a hand on their shoulder, and they stop the bell ringing. But as you get to the second shelf, you can see more Town Guard presence. And you can see more people who are kind of standing out and about and whispering to each other and starting to like pass gossip and talk.
Can we listen in on the gossip?
Do I see anyone that's maybe helped out in my time to help out the town that I can talk to? Do I see anyone that I can?
Yeah, make a just a group investigation check. I'll say investigation with advantage. Someone can take this. Grokus, if you're specifically looking for someone you talk to, then that would be you.
Okay, so advantage. What's investigation? What is that? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Huh? Talked. So that's a 14.
14. No one that you see immediately that you helped. It's dark. It's hard to get people's faces and whatnot. Yeah, Peony.
Can I crawl up a roof and then just like, I'm still holding concentration on Paths Without a Trace and just dash through above the crowd using the roofs to like.
I'll say that's easy enough to do. Everybody's distracted. You've got Paths Without a Trace. You can reroll natural ones. There's no way you don't make that. So yeah, you get up on the roofs and kind of start looking about. As you're kind of standing here and just generally trying to take in the hubbub, you start to hear just a little bit of words of like, for the town hall. We hadn't heard if there was trouble, and they found him in the middle of the night.
Can Peony start running towards the town hall?
You can. The rest of you pick up this as well, just generally from whispers of conversation. You haven't talked to anybody yet to get the full story.
Oranus is going to grab somebody. Okay. Just be like, what happened?
This kind of like scruffy looking dude with a big old beard and a little bit of a beer gut kind of turns to you and goes, oh, well, apparently someone's been murdered. Over at the town hall, they found the body of the Chamber of Commerce man. Silvercloak was his name. They found his body.
We talked to?
Oh no!
The fuck?
Bloody hell!
Very interesting. Like, just a horrendous thing. There hasn't been a murder of this caliber in a long time. There are scuffles and scrapes, of course, but very disturbing. Very disturbing.
Uranus heads towards town hall.
Okay. Wait! Like, I need to go though. I mean, if that's happened, what is us going there going to do? Anything? Should we go see that? I mean,
what else?
Should we just? Maybe we should go rest. I mean, honestly, I don't know what else we can do.
So he's the one that told us to go talk to Elixio, and we mentioned his name when we were talking to Elixio, and Elixio told his servant to send Silvercloak a gift basket. So that was a little while ago, but it could be related.
That would be against the balance. I mean,
What if Silvercloak belongs to Brobat and Elixio is upset at Brobat? And now they are just going to take down each other's people.
I mean, do you want me to try to see if I guess enter to save this person? I mean, I can. You want me to try? Is that what's? I mean, because what else could we do there? Is what I'm saying.
Could you speak to them?
I can. I can't speak to them. So I can do both things. I can speak to them, and then. So the first thing I'll do if I do go though, I'll definitely do gentle repose that way. If I do have to bring him back later, I can later on. But yes, I can.
It's been too long for gentle repose by now.
No, yeah,
like a minute or whatever after they die.
That's revivify. I don't know what gentle
revivify.
Is.
Oh, got you.
Gentle repose. Let me see. I mean, so it happens as soon as I touch. It doesn't say like how long. Says you touch the corpse or it remains for a duration. Target's protected from decay and can't
Yeah, I
become
think it just
undead.
pauses it wherever it's
Yeah.
currently
Mhm.
at.
So
Yeah.
generally, if you're trying to save someone to revivify them, you want to do
Yeah.
it within a minute because that's when
Like
Revivify's
resurrection.
time
Yeah.
period ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, gentle repose is like you said, to protect them from being turned into undead, but also so that like
I can.
if you didn't get to them with revivify, you could use one of
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
more powerful.
Although at this point it's definitely
Right.
beyond that pass. But you
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
gentle repose them just to speak with them later, yes.
We can ask them who did this. We can get an answer if they know.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless it was somebody invisible.
True.
only one way to find out, though.
I guess if you guys want to, I'll definitely will. If that's what you guys want to do, then I'll definitely.
I imagine the city might have their own people to do that as well, yeah?
That's what I was saying too. There's some other people there, so we'll even have access to the.
Body.
So then we do nothing.
There are plenty of town guard also just kind of milling about with folks. Just in terms of kind of like who else you could talk to. There are more townspeople. There are town guard in the area. I'm guessing you've kind of been walking that direction towards the town hall. You're not quite inside of it yet.
Did Aranis and I talk to like somebody else in town hall besides Silvercloak?
There was an old woman who kind of like, you know,
That's what
clocked
I
you and was
thought.
looking at you, but you didn't talk to her.
Okay.
She was just kind of like a clerk or something that was working there.
Right, yeah.
There were a few other people in the building, but she in particular was kind of like just curiously kind of watching what you were doing.
Okay,
I mean,
I might keep
do-
an eye out for her if we get close to town
Okay.
hall.
I do have another sending if you want me to reach it to Elixio, I guess. I mean, but I don't know what that would do either. But I mean, I can. We need to. I think we just need to kind of go back and rest. I mean, I'm not saying do nothing, but I think we can do better if we just rest and kind of think it through to see what our best course of action will be. Just going to have some balance with this because a lot is going on right now. And that is a good point, Peony.
Is Azure still with us?
Azure is with you. Yeah, she's kind of keeping her head on a swivel, and I would say probably, unfortunately, Tamir would have gone back to the guild hall, so you haven't seen him yet. Although he probably would go looking for you afterwards. But yeah.
Azure, what do you know about Silvercloak, or what do you think about him?
Not a whole lot. He's I've seen him a couple times around, but again, we don't have much doings with the business side of things. We just take the jobs as we need them. But that position, head of commerce in Thoros, that is a powerful position that is now vacant.
Some people's life like it's a game, just disrupting all sorts of balance.
That one's on us. He got killed because he mentioned Elixio to us.
Perhaps.
But that's not on
We're
us.
not
Though. We
sure.
didn't murder the people who still murdered. Yes, we won't be involved, but we didn't murder them. The people that are still involved, the ones who actually do the murdering. So yes, we'd be entwined in this, but we're not the ones actually going out there murdering these people.
At the time, we didn't know who Elixio really was either.
That was before that whole. Yeah. Either way, they were the ones that fought. They were disrupting balance, not us. We were only trying to keep it. So our souls are fine in that aspect. We can do what we can to protect the ones who are still here and just some eventual ones that may have fallen because of it. But
Aranis, you are kind of standing there just weighing everything that's happening and feeling your anger and your frustration. And then in the spirit of the night, ascending comes through to you. And all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head, woman's voice with a southern drawl.
Daisy.
And you just hear, Aranis, things are moving. Things are getting ugly. Elixio and Brobat, they've come to blows. The city's about to be under a lot of stress. We should meet.
Fucking yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, when and where, and then I relay that to the rest of them.
You don't hear a response back right away.
We have to find Daisy May. Does anybody know?
We could try her hideout, or if you can message her back, we could tell her to meet us at Rumschild or something.
I have one more sending. I can definitely. Do you want me to send out to Daisy?
I think sending. And tell her to meet at her hideout, because I feel like if she's seen going to Realm Shield, that won't be good.
Oh.
That is true.
Daisy May, we will meet you at should I just say the hideout or your hideout?
Your hideout.
Yeah, okay. We'll meet you at your hideout. Please stay safe. Henry's blessing. We'll be there soon.
And Uranus is going.
Are you okay? And I'll ask, do you have words? I'll say, are you okay? If I have any words left.
Okay. You get a reply back immediately, and she goes, "Oh, good. I didn't have another way to do that. I'll meet you there."
Oh. Okay,
I'm
she'll meet
okay
us
for
there.
now. See you soon.
Daisy May's okay. She's okay. She'll meet us there right now. She's okay.
Good.
Asher, if you want to go back to Rumschild, we're gonna head, because I don't know if we should take it.
It's probably a good idea. We'll be there if you need us. It sounds like things are. Thoros has always been on the powder keg, but it sounds as if the wick has been lit on this particular keg of powder. I am not great with the idioms and other things. I will see you. And she gives a very awkward, goes in and then stops and then goes in and gives you a quick peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
Artemis, and then just immediately turns and rushes off.
Gather things for fighting.
I will fight. Yes, fighting
We'll
is
for
good.
fiends and vampires.
Yes, all the things. We'll not look back.
And there's nothing, if you love somebody, there's nothing to be ashamed about. That's a balance of life.
Talk about
if you love them, we'll talk later. No reason to hide such things. Life is too short. Just okay,
Grandpa.
All right.
Ornaments to look. We'll talk.
Uranus tears down the city streets heading towards Daisy May's old hideout. You all follow suit. You push through crowds of people. This has become the talk of the middle of the night, as people begin to share gossip about this murder. And you start to pick up already the gossip train has begun to expound upon things. You start to hear things like, heard they were killed by a werewolf and, poisoned in their sleep. And you hear 4 or 5 different ways they died by the time that you get down there, as the telephone game has already twisted the facts here amongst the city streets. And you push through people, and as you get to the lower levels again, it's quieter there. People are a little more removed. Either they didn't hear the bells, or they aren't close enough to be able to talk to the town guard or anything, and so they've popped their heads out and gone back to sleep now at this point in the middle of the night. You come
What
up,
time is it?
At this point, it's probably 3 a.m.
And what time was it? Supposed to be all later in the afternoon, right? Or just to make sure.
Yep.
Okay.
And you're all running on fumes right now, for sure.
Am I still at the party, or did I manage to make my way to...
Oh, did you just take off?
Yeah, to the town hall.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, P and E, I mean, they wouldn't have seen you or anything. So we'll deal with that in just a second. We'll come back to that. You all eventually kind of make your way down to that area, sort of the beaten, downtrodden area of Floros, where homes are abandoned and shops are abandoned, and some buildings are being used for storage, but it's kind of run down. And you find that little warehouse area where Daisy May hid with you, where you met Greta, where you found your sword, Uranus. And as you all come up, all of a sudden you see the door throw open, and a wide-brimmed hat character steps out and beckons you in. Come on.
give her a big old dwarf hug, enter the room.
All right. I appreciate that, but we don't have time. You got to get inside. Okay. We keep meeting here.
This place is special.
What's going on?
She closes the door behind her. She goes, "Oh no. Did the little one not make it?"
Oh, she went off on a reconnaissance and did not. Oops, we left her behind.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine.
I can't. I'm too tired to send another message out. Those I would. But
I only had that one because of a scroll that someone lent me. And all of a sudden she breaks out into a big smile, and she's like, "I don't know what you all did, but you just pitted Elixio and Brobat against each other, and it may not be in the city streets, but there's going to be a war here in Floros, and even no matter who comes out on the other side, at least one of them will be gone."
I think the problem right now is that technically everyone except Crocus belongs to Elixio and you belong to Brobat, yeah? So we might be in trouble for just talking to each other like this.
Well, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You don't do something Elixio wants you to do and he tries to kill you and you fight him anyway?
You could take our souls in Infernal Court.
Not really a fan.
Well, no, but we're not planning anything. I mean, did he say in the contract we can't talk to? We can't just.
Oh, you can talk to whoever you want to. You're not in the contract.
Yeah. Does the contract to now?
It says that we cannot do anything to enrich his enemies or to plot against him.
Sure. And you guys haven't.
So point of order, because you all would have had time to look over this contract. Point of order: the punishment is that the wrath of the three blades comes upon you, not that your souls would be pulled to infernal.
Well, I thought it was that if we broke anything in the contract, that we would be dragged in front of the court.
Yeah.
I thought Infernal Court.
The client is able to supply this evidence to the diabolical courts and then has the right to try and do so.
It's. I mean, there's a long legal process. It's not.
But that is the worst that could happen.
True.
If we're
yes,
you know.
Yeah.
I'll do the talking. It's fine. I mean,
regardless.
Either way, things are moving now. Things are really moving, and while our next steps may be important to plan carefully, we're going to take one of them down.
Maybe we can find a way to take the other one down too, because it'll definitely be weakened at that point as well.
That would be ideal.
So I'm thinking maybe we can. I think that'd be a perfect time to restore balance to this place that needs it.
Does Brobat trust you? What are the battle lines?
I don't know yet. I'm expecting to get called into a meeting at any point, but I haven't heard anything quite yet. I just been picking up chatter from, the streets, if you will.
What can you tell us about him? We have had lots of series and only met him once.
And he just tried
this evening during dinner.
And then he tried to assassinate me.
That sounds like him. Lots of smiles and then stab you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
During sleep.
Fucking coward.
I've never come to blows with him myself. I've never actually seen him fight, but the baddest badasses in this city are afraid of him. So that's got to mean something.
I think we know he fights with a pet. I think when we talked about last time, he said something about having a creature with him. Did he not? When he got
I've never seen any sort of creature with him.
Did he say that though? Right? He said something about having something with him when he got jumped.
Oh, that was when he was a young
It was a
man.
dog.
It was a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
He used the word
Although
cur, but just like a beat up street dog. Yeah.
It didn't occur to us.
I love you, Daddy. Oh my gosh. As you all sit there and Daisy May relays what information she knows about Brobat and the encounter she's had with him. Up on the second shelf, Peony, you are lighting from rooftop to rooftop. Who's got Odie?
She is tied up in her own
Raphael.
shield.
She's
That's
in her own
right.
shield.
Right. Sorry, I
Azure
forgot
is
about
going to
that.
kill your dog while we're all gone.
Oh. We don't kill dogs, although Odie's not a dog, so
True.
Yeah.
It's the same
She's just a big stinky trash dog.
You are hopping rooftop to rooftop until eventually you get within sight of the town hall, and there are a handful of townsguard who are kind of standing there creating a perimeter. There's a couple other townsguard who have different types of uniforms on who are standing and talking, and then you see several members of society, the different politicians or government officials who are all kind of standing around and kind of being questioned and talking. And yeah, there's just like, you don't see the body or anything like that, but the door is open and people are kind of coming in and out of the town hall itself.
Okay. When we were hearing chatter, did they say they found the body like out front?
You didn't pick up where exactly. They just said they found it at town hall.
At town hall. Okay. Can Peony try and like listen into conversations to see what kind of chatter she can pick up?
Yeah, make a perception check.
A perception check, you say?
Yes.
Height. 19.
A 19. Okay. You put your ear down and kind of even sneak closer through the shadows to a couple different folks to start to, and you have to spend a little bit of time. You're picking up pieces of conversation. You're picking up later conversation too. Like they've already done, their first kind of look through things and taking people's statements or whatnot. So you're picking up little odd bits, but best you can piece together. Marvin Silvercloak, the head of the Chamber of Commerce, was here working late, burning the midnight oil. And the little old woman who you had seen before came to check on him. Apparently they have, you're not sure exactly of the relationship, but you think they might be related in some way. And she found his body. The room had no sign of forced entry, and there were no signs of a struggle, but he himself looked beaten. Like he had a broken jaw and
Is he a
black
halfling?
eyes. He was a halfling. Yep.
Okay.
That's meta knowledge, and you know it. Yeah, he himself looked beaten to a pulp, but there were no signs of forced entry or signs of a struggle in the room itself. And yes, he is, I mean, in terms of government officials, he has a very high standing, and I mean, this is almost on the level of someone taking out the mayor. It's garnered a lot of attention.
Is there a way for Peony to make her way to his office?
Even with Pass Without a Trace, there are so many people going in and out, and they have torches lit and everything that you would be seen.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do here? Is there anyone acting weird?
Make an insight check as you look about.
Cool. Yeah. Proficiency. That's a 17.
17. You scan the crowd and look about. And as your eyes go back and forth, all of a sudden they alight on a short, slightly portly, red-skinned, short, black-horned tiefling. As you watch Elixio standing there in the midst of Townsguard and other people, dabbing his eyes with a handkerchief and looking very distraught, and just kind of like gesturing about and in tears and sniffing and talking with great earnestness to the officials and whatnot, and yeah, out there giving a statement.
Can Peony wait for him to be alone?
Gonna be hard to do. There's a lot of people. I mean, alone is going to be like 10-20 feet away from everybody else. There's not like a true alone right now.
Yeah. God, is there any way I could try and signal him?
You could.
Discreetly?
You could.
I would like to try.
Okay. You could kind of get into a place where you would potentially be in his eye line.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to discreetly signal him, I'll say make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. What's the range of this? Can I get within 30 feet of him and still be hidden?
Again, this is a pretty open area. Like you're gonna,
Okay.
you could try to hide behind a person or blend into the crowd. But yeah.
All of this stuff has a range of 30 feet. Okay. No, never mind. All right, I'll just try and bird call some.
Okay. Just kind of
Something-
ventriloquist, throw your voice in his direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sleight of hand check.
Okay. Cool.
Sleight of mouth check.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of mouth.
Yeah, I don't like how that sounded either, Cheryl. No, but I'm gonna run with it.
16.
16? Okay.
Do I get
let me roll
anything because I'm hiding? I don't know.
I mean, there's a crowd, so let me
Yeah.
I want to roll a d20 real quick. Okay. You see him kind of like look around for a moment.
Does it seem like he saw me?
It doesn't seem like he saw you. No.
Oh, okay. Can I stash all of my like weapon looking stuff in my bag? Just stuff anything that makes me look like an adventurer into
Sure. Yeah. Just
Into
kind
the
of go
bag
basic
of holding.
cloak, basic clothes.
basic bitch looking like thing, and then just walk
Yep.
up.
Pull out a pumpkin
like-
spice latte. and
Yeah, and try and blend in with the crowd in a way.
Yeah.
like
Easy enough
stealth.
to do. People aren't paying anybody much attention at this moment as long as they're not getting in the way of stuff.
I would then try to make eye contact with Elixio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say that's easy enough to do if you're getting close to him. And upon making eye contact, he looks away, and then all of a sudden his eyes snap back to you. And he looks at you for a moment, and then you just see him like dab his eyes and then give you a smile.
Can Peony gesture in a direction? Like try to subtly be like, let's go talk over there.
Sure.
Like
He kind of excuses himself from a couple people he was standing with and just, oh, I need a moment. So sorry. And kind of heads off in a direction, and you kind of do that thing where you walk parallel for a little ways and then converge kind of near a building, still within sight of people. You're not out of sight, but kind of where you can have a bit of a private conversation. He just, oh, such a tragedy about poor Marvin.
yes, I think. He collapsed parts of the mine.
Marvin
Okay.
did? I don't believe it. No.
Yes, Marvin, definitely Marvin.
Oh, well, I guess whoever's working in the mine will just have to work doubly hard.
It would be true, though I think that the people who are working in the mine might need a little extra help, given that the entrance may be very dangerous to go through. If perhaps there was another entrance that was bound that perhaps they could use.
Oh, if only such an interest existed, but I'm sure that there will be some aid the city will provide to reopen things. After all, so much good was coming from, so much gold, so much silver was coming from that mine. True tragedy about Marvin.
True
You just-
tragedy.
Never know when your time is going to come.
Yes, sometimes that time can creep up on you in the middle of the night.
Can. It's a good reminder for us all to live every day to the fullest.
Indeed. I would hate dearly if such a thing happened again. Do you know of any way that one can prolong your life from sudden death?
Goodness. Ugh. Well, eat well, laugh often, enjoy the finer things. And I guess do your best to not put yourself in dangerous situations. It gives you a very pointed look.
And you say eat well. Should we buy pastry?
Oh, I'd never go a day without a pastry. I'll have one in Marvin's honor tomorrow.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah. Insight
Yeah.
check him.
Just say hello. Okay, 17 plus 6 is a 23.
23. I mean, it's all coded language, obviously.
Okay. He's telling us to keep our nose out of trouble and that he'll send us help. And
well,
the help
thing was a little. I mean, without good of an insight check, there was a moment where you almost saw him weighing, like, yeah, that probably would be a problem, and like, okay, we'll see what we can do, sort of thing. You definitely get the sense that he's not surprised by Marvin's death. Whether or not he was the one who orchestrated it, you don't know. But he's here, and he's hamming it up.
I should hope that such aid that the city would provide would come with expediency.
Well, there are certainly matters of this incident to take care of first, and we must pay our respects and not push too hard. But yes, we would want that mine reopened as soon as possible for the good of the city, of course.
The good of the city.
The good of the city. And we'll have to find some brave soul to take poor Marvin's place.
Oh, yes, and where would we find such a brave soul to take his place?
Someone who understands what this city truly needs. Someone with its best interest in mind.
Yes, I am hard-pressed to find one right now.
Well, I'm certain the right person will make themselves known in due time. I'm sorry, I'm overcome by emotion. We were such good friends.
Yes, Pat.
If you'll excuse me, I have many people to talk to, and I'm sure you do as well. And his voice changes on that last line. It gets very direct, like all the fake emotion drops out.
Yep.
And he walks back.
Can I prestidigitation his boot to look like it stepped in poo?
Yes, you can. He's walking, all of a sudden there's a sound. He goes, oh, goodness, of all things. Scrapes it away.
Okay, I'll pull out all my shit again, pull over the cloak and start running. I guess towards the Realm Shield.
You head back to Realm Shield to meet up with everyone else. And there, I'll say, any planning you want to do, we can pick up with next session. But beds are available for you if you'd also like to get that long rest. But
keep it watch.
I'm sorry, you're not Realm Shield. You don't know. So you would head to Realm Shield, but everybody else is at Daisy May's place. So you'll head back to Realm Shield. Azure will be there to greet you, but we will pick up with the rest of everybody's planning and rest and whatnot next session as it's getting late. So everybody's alive. Oh, I think you're muted, Casey.
You're muted, Casey.
I can see lots of curses though.
Them. I hate both of them.
I want to kill them both.
They need to
So
die.
Yes.
Fireballs for both. Yep.
Oh.
Fireballs for everyone.
You get a fireball. You get a fireball. You get a fireball. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We will see you next time for episode 21. I can't believe
my
we're
God.
that far in.
Wow.
As the dam is beginning to burst here in Floros. We'll see you then.